Hi, thank you everyone for joining us today for Epson's Laser Focused Learning presentation. My name is John Harris, Education Account Manager for the Midwest region here at Epson America. And let's just go ahead and dive right in today. So at Epson, our motto is exceed your vision. And really what we're all about when we talk about exceeding your vision is really connecting people, things, information with efficient, compact, and precise technologies like our Epson laser projectors for education. So these laser projectors from Epson are certainly designed with teachers in mind. We want to deliver versatile, immersive images without compromising that whiteboard space that teachers need to use as well. So we'll make sure that you're able to connect with the whole class from the front to the rear of the classroom with really engaging content to help filter out all those distractions that your students might have. We also know that school districts are always conscious of their budgets and they really need to make their dollars go as far as possible. So we've designed these new laser projectors. They no longer use lamps to produce those nice, large, vibrant, engaging images. It's a laser light source, no filters to change as well, rated for 20,000 hours. And these are, once again, a flexible display solution for you to connect various types of content and collaborate with many students in the classroom, all for a relatively inexpensive price. So we're also a trusted partner here at Epson. We've been in the education space for over 25 years. We'll continue to be a valued education partner for many years to come. Every day in the United States, in North America, more than 10 million students learn every day using Epson displays in the classroom. So now on to the main topic of today's presentation, laser-focused learning. And we're going to talk about our new flagship interactive projectors from Epson, the 1480 and 1485 FI models, laser interactive displays for the classroom. As you can see, here's a sort of historical timeline of the interactive projectors for Epson, going back to 2010 when we brought forward the first 3 LCD interactive display, and then on to 2016 when we took that from a short throw arm to an ultra short throw arm, even closer to the wall. And then in 2017, we introduced the world's first 3 LCD full HD ultra short throw laser interactive projector. And now just last year, we introduced these 2 models we'll talk about today, both laser light source interactive projectors, full HD resolution. And then with the 1485, you can now go all the way up to a 16:6 aspect ratio and 120-inch diagonal image size. So really large image, really immersive, really captivating for your students in the classroom. And now we're just going to go through some of the sort of top line features of the key model here, the BrightLink 1485 FI. So it's a 5,000 lumen full HD display. It can go either 16:9 inch display size or 16:6 ultra wide, 120 inch display, and that's the diagonal. And then, as I said, there's no more lamps with these type of projectors, so it's a laser light source rated for up to 20,000 hours. Comparatively, if you would to think about a lamp-based projector, the lamp-based interactive models are rated for 6,000 hours of life out of that lamp in those. So with these models, you have great PC-free features. So, when you're using the digital whiteboard and you're maybe pulling content from a network drive, the projector's on the network, and you're importing that, you can certainly email, print, or save any of that displayed content right from the projector without even being connected to a PC. You can also collaborate with other folks in maybe an adjacent room that also have a BrightLink, or say you have 2 in the same room, or maybe at another school building. You can collaborate on these over the network where you can work on your whiteboard and then essentially send that over to another BrightLink where they can collaborate with you and send that back. These are Wi-Fi capable and Miracast enabled, so you can connect to your network infrastructure wirelessly, and you can also connect your host device, whether that's a PC, a Mac computer, iPad, Android device wirelessly. And then for folks using Windows-based PC or Android OS, you can use that Miracast to wirelessly share high bandwidth video to these projectors. They all come enterprise ready, so the security will keep out any unwanted users, so you can feel safe with that. We've definitely improved the installation on these. So here's a couple things about that new easy installation. So it's auto calibrating for the touch model and auto screen adjustment. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. And then also with this particular model, the 1485 Fi, which is the top of the line flagship model, you'll get a wall mounted control panel and a single cable to connect from that control panel up to the projector, which also helps to reduce that installation time. And then this particular model is pin and touch-based interactivity, so it supports up to 8 points of interactivity, and that's going to be the 2 interactive pins and up to 6 individual points of finger touch interactivity on the 1485 Fi. So all great features, really a lot of feedback from tech directors and teachers alike to help us take the last generation, improve upon that, and really deliver you the value that you've been looking for. And then finally with this one, if you have 2 of these, you can do what's called duo link and seamlessly blend the edge together for a really large, immersive, interactive display solution. Now we go to the sister model here, the 1480 Fi. This one is a little more affordable than the first model because it has some reduced feature set. And we'll talk a little bit about that. But the same items that we talked about before, 5,000 lumen, full HD display. This one limitation is that it's only 100-inch diagonal. You can't go to that 16:6, 120-inch diagonal like the 1485 Fi. Similarly, 20,000 hour rated light source here. So, less time changing out lamps, and also, just sort of a set it and forget it. You plug it in and it's going to run and display nice, bright, immersive images rated for 20,000 hours. Dual pin interactivity only on this one. Similarly, free PC free email print and save. If you wanted to add the touch interactivity, that is a nice feature we've done for this. It's optional, as you can see down at the bottom there. It's a wall-mounted projector as well. And similarly, all those features, Wi-Fi, Miracast, easy installation, all included with this model that out of the box is only pin interactive with option to add touch interactivity later. And that's built on, requests we've gotten from customers who said, hey, we bought the pin interactive models. We'd sure like to add touch now. You couldn't do that with previous generations, and you can finally do that now. So if that's something you're interested in, we do have that option for you with the 1480 Fi. And then just a little bit about the parts and components that help make this a great projector designed to last long into the future. Inorganic LCD panels and inorganic phosphor wheel used for the laser light to generate those nice, true-to-life, bright images are really designed with that inorganic material because it holds up better over time than does some organic compounds, maybe like glass used in some other projectors that can tend to sort of get foggy over time and reduce that image clarity that you expect long into the life of the future of the projector. Here we have a couple images we're going to show you that give you an idea of what that 100-inch image size looks like. As you can see, 100-inch diagonal is about 87 inches wide by 49 inches tall. You get that size interactive display out of both of the 14 series projectors. But then when you go up to the ultra wide 120-inch, you can see what that really looks like. As you can see, it kind of reduces how tall the image is, but it goes much wider and really a really large 112-inch wide, 42-inch tall image. That's available only on the 1485 Fi model. You don't get that with the 1480, okay? And here we have a slide that kind of demonstrates the types of devices you'll be able to connect. And when you go that PC-free, save, print, or your email. So certainly you could connect wirelessly with your PC, tablet, or you can present directly from content on a USB flash drive. You have the ability to scan in items and then display those, or, on that digital whiteboard, you can use the 2 pins or even your finger touch to take your notes and things on top of that content there. And then even not connected to a PC, over the network, you have the ability to save those whiteboard pages or print them out or even email them to your colleagues. A really great feature of the BrightLink 1480 and 1485 is that PC free mode, save, print, or email. So I'm going to go into a few more things about the new ease of use features with this series of projectors. And one of the great things we did was redesign the homepage for folks. We wanted to make sure that our products are in line with what people expect from other types of modern display devices. And so we redesigned the home place to have these live tiles showing you your different sources. And what you'll get is an actual thumbnail image of what that source looks like. So as you can see, HDMI 1 is the local PC. You've got the teleconference on HDMI 2, or an iPad over there on the LAN. And then, nothing right now connected to the video source or USB or the old VGA, or you can easily switch to the digital whiteboard mode. And you have the ability to access the settings or choose the multi-screen or even connect one-to-one with that QR code wirelessly. So great looking homepage display. These are all touch enabled. So if you want to go to HDMI 1, all you have to do is walk up and touch that icon, and that's going to switch the source right over to that. So really nice, modern, sleek looking user interface that we've all come to expect. And you'll get that with these new models. As well, you can see here, this is an image that kind of shows you what the menu setting, where if you need to go in and change or tweak some settings, with your display, you can access that here. In the menu, just like the other, where the source select, you'll be able to access and touch this using either your finger touch or pin to interact with this menu. Whereas on previous models, you had to use the remote to sort of scroll through this. That was user feedback we had, is boy, it would be nice to be able to interact with those menus. We updated these new models to have that feature for you. So really great, nice new addition to these laser projectors from Epson. So as we said a little bit earlier, one of the things we wanted to do for our customers is really reduce the amount of time that it takes you to install and calibrate these projectors. And what we did here is we changed a few things about how you easily calibrate the projector. And as you can see, you'll set the markers, select the calibration from the menu, and then it's really an automatic process after that. It's very, very easy to do. You don't need to be a projector expert to do this. And then, as you can see, it's a single cable from the projector to the wall-mounted control panel. All told, we think that this part of the setup is about a 60% reduction in time to calibrate. And we'll just take a quick look at what that process looks like on the next slide. So as you can see, as I said, it was a simple sort of 3-step process where you're going to set those markers on your whiteboard into the specific spots, easy to put on and take off. And then once you have those in there, you're sort of roughly adjust the projected image so it lines up with those markers. And then the third step to this easy process is just to run that auto screen adjustment. And that's really a great feature that allows you to get up and running and have the interactive surface calibrated quickly with these new BrightLink projectors. So a topic that always comes up when talking about new products is, hey, what does the connectivity look like on these new products? So let's take a quick look. So as you can see, this is the BrightLink 1485, the flagship model. And as you can see, in order to reduce that time that it takes to install, we've gone with a single LAN cable that runs from the projector to the HD base T control box that you get with the 1485. That's not included with the 1480. And then that connects on down to your PC with HDMI and USB for the PC interactive mode, right? So just a couple cables from the source device to the control box, and then a single cable up to the projector, and you're up and running. Now, certainly you could connect wirelessly if you need to, but this kind of just illustrates what those wired connections would look like. HD-based control box, just a single Cat6 LAN cable, and then you can control the projector on and off, and you can switch your source devices easily right there from the control panel on the wall if you need to. So nice, great feature to reduce installation and get that set up really easy. Now we're taking a look at the back of the projector. So this kind of gives you a real image that you can see and say, hey, what does it look like? What connections do I have? How does it compare to older BrightLink projectors? Well, you can see in the bottom right, you have an older BrightLink model. And then the image on the top left is the BrightLink 1485. So as you can see, several HDMI connections, USB connections, also got your traditional VGA, wired and wireless connection, audio in, audio out, microphone, and then that interactive sync port. So lots of ways to connect either wired or wirelessly. Should be able to find a way to get this connected to whatever type source device you're using with the projectors. And then here's a great feature we've added to these new models. It's called Mirrorcast. It's basically a wireless presentation solution. It's essentially a industry standard and is included with any Windows-based PCs running Windows 8.1 or later, or Android OS devices. Now, if you're using Apple devices or Google Chromebooks, you're going to be really tied into their wireless presentation products, which is going to be either Apple TV or Chromecast for the Chromebook. But Windows-based PCs or Android, Mirrorcast is a great, quick way to get connected wirelessly to these projectors, and works really well with video streaming. Whereas, some of our software applications, iProjection, may be best used with static content like websites and photos and things. Mirrorcast really gives you that ability to go wireless and share high bandwidth video content and have it look and sound great. So this is a really great solution included with both of the 1485 and 1480 projectors. I think you guys will really like being able to use Mirrorcast for your Windows and Android-based devices. So security is always a big topic with schools. They want to make sure that their hardware is protected from any unwanted outside users. You can certainly be sure to know that with these products, you do have enterprise level security, so you can block out unwanted users with passwords and so forth. Not a problem. If you need further information on that, just reach out and let you know further details on that. And now we're just going to take a quick look at the lineup of the interactive projectors so you can see where these new laser models sit within the lineup. So as you can see right now from Epson, as of fall of 2019, here's what you're looking at for your interactive projector options. We've got two lamp-based models on the left, the dual-pin interactive 685 and the touch and pin interactive 695. But really, we want you to take a look at the laser interactive models, the BrightLink 1480 Fi. That's the one that's pin interactive only out of the box with the ability to add the touch interactivity later, or the flagship model, the 1485 Fi. As you can see, that's the one with the 16:6 ultra wide with the HD-based T connection panel over there as well. And all those features built into the 1480 just taken up a notch with that 1485 model. So both great new laser interactive models, 5,000 lumens, full HD interactive display. Great solution for making sure that the students stay engaged and are captivated by your presentations. And this is a spreadsheet here that sort of shows you a little grid that shows you the difference in the features. It's a lot to take in here, but as you can see, all the main thing to take away from this is that the fully featured model is the 1485 Fi. The 1480 doesn't go 16:6. And it also does not include that wall-mounted control panel. But both 1080p, 5,000 lumen laser displays from Epson, once again, great solutions to captivate and engage your students. And now we're just going to talk a little bit about the software that you can use with these Epson interactive projectors. So the software from Epson is free, and it's for your computer. It allows you to annotate and collaborate with your students. The collaboration and annotation software from Epson is called Easy Interactive Tools. You'd want to download version 5.0. You can find this on Epson's website, or simply by Google searching Easy Interactive Tools, you'll be able to find your way to the downloads. Those downloads are based on device type, so PC, Mac, iOS, Android, Chromebook. You want to download the version for your device. They can either be found on our website for the PC computer-based versions, or you go to the respective app store for the type of device you have and look for eye projection. And basically, as you can see, it's got all the key features everybody's familiar with. You can basically use the different pins and erasers. You can select it to be a pen or a mouse, spotlight or shade over things, and insert backgrounds. You can save your work. Great tools to help you annotate on top of either the digital whiteboard or whatever content you're displaying from your Blu-ray player, computer, tablet, right? So all this is free from Epson. It's called Easy Interactive Tools. Great to use with these interactive projectors. And then once again, this is sort of giving you an idea of what those sort of user interfaces look like, and some of the main tools. As you can see, you've got your ability to zoom or switch to the whiteboard, capture the screen, turn the touch interactivity on and off if that's something you need, or change to the PC interactive mode, right? So you can turn the giant 120-inch diagonal space into sort of a big tablet where you can simply move around pages and tap links to activate in PC interactive mode. So Easy Interactive Tools, we've talked a little bit about that. Eye projection is another free software from Epson. As you can see in the image there, it's going to allow you to connect to either multiple projectors at the same time, or you can connect multiple devices up to a single projector. And depending on the host device of the teacher, if it's a PC, MacBook, or iPad, they can act as a moderator for the class and choose what students' content from their bring your own device is displayed onto the projector. Unfortunately, that's not available for teachers who are using Chromebooks as their main device, but for most device types, you can act as the moderator as a teacher and really control who can share or not share any images up to that projector. Great feature. Eye projection as well, found on Epson's website underneath your respective projector models or in the respective app store for your device type. And then for IT directors, you know, we have a free software called Epson Projector Management Utility. That's going to allow you to control and monitor all the projectors on your network from a single workstation. You can do things like check any sort of status messages from the projector. You can control when projectors are turned on and off. So if folks are leaving the projector on at the end of the day by accident, you can have those automatically shut off at a given time. If you need to deploy any messaging out to multiple projectors at one time, you can do that. We don't advise you use that for an emergency message broadcasting system, but it's certainly good for announcing various things around school that wouldn't be considered emergency message broadcasting. And then also with Epson's BrightLink interactive projectors, you get a 1-year license to Smart Learning Suite. And finally, you just have a picture here that shows you a little bit about what Smart Learning Suite looks like. As you can see, a couple students there trying to find out which verbs and nouns need to go in which house there. And basically, you know, it's a good image to show you how these projectors can help you captivate and engage your students, right? When you have a large 100-inch diagonal or 120-inch diagonal, and you ask the students to come up to the front of the class and work on the board, it really helps them to remember that information if it's very captivating and engaging, like what you see here with the Smart Learning Suite. So I hope everyone got a lot from this presentation today. It was quite a bit of information, but we just want you to know that Epson has been focused on serving our education customers for over 25 years. We're a trusted partner. We're happy to work with you. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to us here. If you're not sure who your education rep is, that's fine. We'll get you connected as soon as possible. Thank you once again for joining us. John Harris with Epson. Have a good day, everyone. Goodbye.